study 4 languages simultaneously, at least consistently over the years, I guess we can say. And I try to do each one each day, but at the very least each week. So I'm going to share with you how I do this and what resources I use and just everything about how I study 4 languages, what those 4 languages are, and hopefully this can help out some of you guys who are looking for some ideas. And let's get started. So my 4 languages are, of course, English, and then Spanish. I'm listing them in order of fluency. Yes. So English, Spanish, French, and Mandarin. And so English, let's start with English. English is my native language, but I am still learning English, as are all of us. And English, so of course, like, my English is at a high level. There's an English credential somewhere over there, but I'm still practicing my English because I still want to improve my vocabulary. I still want to become a better writer. I have plans to write many things in the English language. And so preview, stick with me over the years and you'll see many different projects that I have coming out. And yes, so with my English, I am reading, mostly just like reading in English, and then writing like study shop resources, writing things for Linguist DOJO, like course curriculum, writing literature, writing short stories, novels, in the future. We'll see. And I've got a lot of ideas and I'm not sure exactly how these are going to come out, but in order to become a better writer, I need to read more and have a Snoopy brain. Well, he sits with me while I read too. And so in order to become a better writer, I need to read more. And this is true for any language. To become a better writer, the more you read, the more you learn from other people's writing. If you're a speaker, if you're practicing your speaking, the more you listen and then you speak, the more you're going to learn about that as well. And they just go hand in hand. So I'm improving my English as well with reading and writing. And then, of course, I speak with you guys, but really the skills I want to improve within my English are my reading and my writing. And I want to read faster in English, so that's my goal, learn how to read faster and just become a better writer in all aspects, creative writing, fiction, nonfiction, everything. And yes, and then Spanish. So Spanish, we're on the book trend, so let's grab a book. Spanish. I'm taking 2 classes right now for my Spanish bachelor's degree, which is going to be done in May, June, whenever that ends for my Snoopy, make up your mind. Whenever that ends for my bachelor's degree in Spanish. And my classes are 2 culture history classes. So I have one for Spain and Portugal, and then the other is for Latin American Spanish. This one is for Latin American Spanish, and then the other one is for Spain and Portugal, and that one does not have a book. It's just a collection of resources that the teacher provides for us. So reading, and then of course writing, as I write essays. Like this one's a lot of actually comprehension questions for this kind of material. And the last couple classes I took were more reading and writing, like reading stories and mostly short stories, and then writing responses, writing essays, writing all kinds of different things. So that's my Spanish practice right now. And then, and speaking as well, we do recordings within my class and we present those to share those with the class, and then also we respond to those either. The little hair is misbehaving today. Let's go over there. Alright. They'll behave a little better. Okay, so we do that, like reading and writing and then speaking and listening, so it's all in there, and it's all based on the text that we have right now. So that is my Spanish, and now let's go to French. I got my French notebook here, and if you saw my last video, you know, I'm struggling with my French just to like get into a routine. Well, I have created a schedule for myself for my language studies, for my work, for everything really. And it's like yeah, just like a day-to-day schedule, like a daily schedule to carve out some time for myself to do my independent practice in the morning. And since I am a morning person, I like getting up and starting work at like 5 or 5:30. Like that's fun to me. I like watching the sun come up, and so that's my thing. And so I've carved out that time in the morning from like 5 to about 6:30 to just practice for my own practice. And some of that time I have classes, like I have my Mandarin class in the morning, as you guys saw in that last video, and then some time I have other classes. So I have a French class as well, and I have my French practice. So my idea there then is to incorporate more French practice in that time, and that time is really dedicated to my own practice. So not to my Spanish studies for my classes, because that's like more structured for me. It's not for my like business work. It's not for going online, updating Instagram and checking my emails and things like that. It's for my language practice time. It's for me, and it's my time to be with my languages and enjoy them and have fun with them, and have my coffee and have all my things set up. So that's my new morning routine, and maybe I'll make a video about it once I get more into the routine. And so my French, I'm thinking like French journal, French something, French. I'm experimenting with some different French classes as well, like different styles and types, and like, yeah, I'm experimenting with a bunch of different things. So I want French to be in there some way. Like I would like French to, maybe since I have 5 days, like Monday through Friday, doing that it would be nice to do like 3 days Mandarin and then 2 days French, since I do want to focus on Mandarin more than French. So that could be good, possibly. And again, it's like they have the time set out, but I don't know exactly how to do it, because I want to allow myself that flexibility and that creativity, and that like I want to love the process. So I'm intentionally not saying like I'm gonna do this. I'm saying this is my time, and then I have my resources, so I can come up here to my desk, I can sit down, I can say, all right, Mandarin, which, speaking of Mandarin, and I do a lot of writing practice for my Mandarin. So I've shown these to you guys, and I showed them to you in my last video. I've written that since the last video, that little bit, and I have my Mandarin class. Oh, so if you guys saw that last video too, I didn't have these in my notebook yet, so these are my lessons. There's 3 of them. There were more pages, but some of them didn't have any text on them because they're just like made for like speaking practice, and they have pictures, so I didn't bother putting those in here because I didn't feel it was necessary for me. And so I have these 3, and then my studying is going to be going through these, rewriting these all in my notebook, and then my new vocabulary as well. Yes, write that in my notebook, and that is my practice for this, and then also my own practice. I'm not sure yet if I want this to be like my independent practice, like my what do I call my self-study time in the morning, to be writing this lesson, or if I want this to fall under more of like coursework, like structured, because it is kind of that, but it also is kind of independent practice. So we'll see. I'm gonna play with it and see where it goes. And yeah, that is my plan for that. And did I cover all my languages? I believe I did. English, Spanish, French, yes, and Mandarin. And those are my 4 languages. And oh, so another thing that I'm doing too for my English is that, and it's speaking practice actually, like, and I say speaking practice, not like I'm trying, well, I mean, of course, I want to be able to communicate more clearly and more articulately and express myself better in all of my languages, even English. But I am part of a book club now. I haven't started it yet. And these are not, I don't think these are, no, these are just books I got just to read for fun. I have, there's a bookstore in Vegas that I just love. And when I was over there, I go to Vegas to go to the bookstore, but, coffee shop. But, because there's not a ton where I live in, like, they're like smaller towns, it's not as much fun as like going to a city. But, digress. So these I picked up for fun, but I am part of a book club that is around where I live, and so I have a book that I'm reading for that, and with that then I will actually get to practice a little bit more of my speaking, because I'll be talking to people, and then it's like again, like not like my accent or anything like that, because it's English, it's my language, and it's just that's how I speak. But I am practicing comprehension one, right? Reading the book on my own and then being able to discuss it with others. And then also that ability to express my ideas in in person with other people. And then it's also just like a little bit of socialization for me, because I spend I spend a lot of time by myself, but I also spend a lot of time in karate, which is around other people, so it's not so bad. I have a nice balance of like alone time and social time, but it's just a little extra thing in there, and just a way for me to meet some other like-minded people and something fun for me to do. That's will hopefully get me out of the house, but they're gonna be online for a little while. But anyway, yes, so book club, that is something I have going on for my English as well, and I'm very excited about. And yes, so 2 of my reads, have not read these yet, so I can't tell you anything about them, but they're on my list, and along with all my other books over there. And yes, so that is how I study my 4 languages, and yes, somewhat simultaneously, because yeah, I do them all. My languages are a part of who I am, so all the languages that I speak, they're always going to be something that I study and learn simultaneously, because there's just no other way for me to be and learn and use those languages. But yes, those are my 4 languages, and that's it. So I will see you guys back here in 3 days. And I should mention at the beginning of the video, it's okay, if you made it to the end, then you get to find out earlier that I think I mentioned it on YouTube too, but anyway, I am holding a live event very soon, and it is in February, so if you're watching this video after it came out way later, then you might have missed it, but look for another one, because I might have another one, or I always have something going on. But February the 2nd, 2022, Snoopy, 2022 at 2:22 p.m. and that is available on my website, a link to that. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys back here soon. Bye guys.